Now I've got to find it. Come on. Catch up, YouTube. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on, YouTube. Where you at? Where you at? Come on, YouTube. Where are you? Where is it on the YouTubes? There it is. Gotcha. Boom. Yeah, hello, AJP. Hello. Hello, Dusty. There's Snowbie with his fairies. Hello, Braveheart. Hey, Crypto. I got bored. Thought I'd just do a short one. I haven't got any videos to do at the moment, so I thought I'd just do a quick live. Don't know how long I'll be going for. Probably just a little bit. But yeah, I thought I'd go live just for a bit of fun. Tried to recover an old, video which I did a couple of months back, but the files had corrupted, so it makes sense. So I decided against that video. Hey, John lad. Let's move that back up there. Too many things. This desk is just a dumping space. Hello, Ralph. That's okay. Hello, Chris. All right. Dude. Right, Elise. John lad's on the cream soda. Oh dear. Howdy do. Yeah. That's to be one of the best coming into chat lines ever, that, at least. Rude! Oh, that's good. What is it with these glasses? Don't know how I'm meant to see through them. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Hi, Dusty. Let's link back in there. Is that link even working? Don't think the link's working. That's a good trick, isn't it? I think the link's working. Why aren't you working? It's not coming through. Try that again. That link working. It's not coming through as a link, is it? That is weird. That is weird. Yeah. That's a bit odd. Yeah, that is weird. Don't know why it's not coming through as a link. Let's see if it works on my phone. Might work on my phone if I copy it. It worked second time. Was it? It's not coming through as a link for me on this side. Odd. Very odd. Very, very odd. It's not even coming up on the on this side. That is weird. Hey George. I have a link issue. Weird. And phone's dying. That's not good. Let's try. When I tried first time it wouldn't work, then I did it again and it worked. Yeah, I mean on my phone it's not even coming through with the link at all. Because I've got the stream on my phone and I can't even see it on that end. So I don't know what's going on. That is weird. Very, very weird. Let's see if I could do it on the StreamYard side. It's very common when sharing a link. You may need to share the link another way. I mean, on the StreamYard side, it's saying YouTube's rejecting it. That was weird. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it to myself a moment. Hang on. Let's see if this will work. You try sending it to you. Yeah, I tried it both ways, George. I've tried it both ways and it's just not working right now. It's not having any of it. Hang on. I got a solution. I have got a solution. This might work. Because it might just be on this side that's not wanting to play ball, if my phone doesn't die, I could try one other way. I think it's just YouTube doesn't like me much. Come on. Come on. Why do that? Oh, no, no, it's not having any of this. Ah, stupid thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Even that's not working. Hold on. Right. Oh, got an echo. Well, let's work on that in the end. Okay, that's now working. Okay, hang on. How do I do that? If it hasn't glitched that out, no, it hasn't. That's good. It's working that end. It's not the links broke. Oh, I just sent that to Nick. Try again. It worked. The link's just not playing ball at the moment. Crypto doesn't like me. I've tried. I think YouTube's just being rebellious. A second. I think it needs more than gaffer tape. There you go, Scrapper. See if that's going to play ball. Weird. I heard a noise. We have a Nick.
Hello, Scotty.
Hello.
What's the matter?
The link's not working on YouTube side. It's weird.
Try posting it on the StreamYard side.
I've tried that and it says YouTube's rejected.
Yeah, what I've done when that's happened to me, refresh the page.
Yeah.
On YouTube and then try that.
Ah, okay.
Because that's happened to me a couple of times. Hello, Crypto. Yeah, Parky.
Okay. All right. See if that's
yeah, you okay?
See if it works now. It's very peculiar, that's for sure.
Brave, yeah, Dusty.
Hoping that's even worked outside again. Is it?
Oh, busy, John. Busy, mate. I've been pissed up for 2 days.
Oh joy.
Huh?
Oh joy.
That's what happens when you make suddenly finds bottles of elderberry wine.
Ooh,
I
yikes.
drank 5 bottles of it Sunday. He's got rather drunk.
Sounds it.
It worked.
No, it hasn't. Nope. Technology. I'm usually good at it, but nope. Don't want to play ball. Doesn't want to play ball right now, does it? Let's see if that work. Hi, Stripey. How many
Have you tried
times?
sending the link to like Ali or that? And ask it, see if they can post it.
Yes, I'll try that. Pretty sure you're blue. Hang on.
No, I'm not.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll type something now. There you go.
No, you're not. Where's my chat gone? Yeah, come back, chat. Come back. You should be now, though.
Doesn't look like it.
No, it's even playing silly buggers on that side. Weird. This is weird. What is going on? There is a worm in the matrix.
Yeah, Ali.
I had a slow computer moment. That is absolutely weird because...
Should I put me blue again?
Yes, I will try that again. If I do that, then I'll do... Try it again. Damn technology. Damn technology. That's what I say.
I'll send it to.
There we go. Ali's got it. Ali just messaged me, so I sent it over.
Okay.
Ugh. Cold neck. That's weird.
Hello, Slobby, you Grinch picker. So how's
God.
you and your girlfriend then, Scotty?
What girlfriend?
You and Pink
I know what you're about.
Prozac.
I haven't seen her since that live
She,
stream. So
she wants to squeeze your cheeks.
very disturbing.
And I know what cheek she wants to squeeze.
That's very brave going near there. Beans. Ugh. Oh, my toe just clicked. That's weird.
I bloody did say you have to turn your hearing aid up, snobby, you moaning old fart. I said, well, that's why I said hello, Scotty, and side chat. That means you bloody moaning old fart. Look at him, blooming snobby's like a keyboard warrior. He gives me crap in this side chat, but he won't come up on panel and say it to me face.
Dear.
Chicken muck. See, I'm not swearing.
Yeah, chicken muck is a bit stinky.
How can you call me a bloody meathead, you friggin' fat bald-headed old fart? Snobby, I've got more hair on my left testicle than what you've got on your entire body.
I don't need to know that. I don't think anybody needs to know that, saying that. Ugh. How's your day been anyway?
Yeah, it's been alright, mate.
That's good. I had to get another heat bulb because I had a heat bulb decide to break to. It only lasted a week. It was like, great. I had a spare one, but the spare one broke as well. So I was like, oh, great. So I had to go in search of heat bulbs, and that was a nightmare. First shop I went to, all they had was 100-watt ones. I was like, I ain't putting that in the bin. I boil them.
Well, what are you looking for? A bulb?
Yeah, I got some in the end. I had to go to a different pet shop instead.
I've stuck them LED lights in my house now.
Yes, it's for the bearded dragons. It's the heat bulbs. So that was fun.
What was that? Oh, it's not that, snobby. It's after 10 o'clock. Dusty's got to take you to bed, tuck you in bed and read you a bedtime story.
Oh,
and you have your little cocoa just in case you get scared. Oh, little baby.
And then
Scotty does exactly the same, though. But he cuddles a teddy bear and you cuddle a piece of scrap metal.
Yeah, I had to get a new bearded dragon bulb because that one went. And it's for the heat, so they didn't last very long.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
One didn't anyway. Well, both of them didn't because I had the spare one, and that one went straight away.
Mm.
As soon as I plugged it in, I had a completely broken bulb. So the first shop I went to was absolutely hopeless. It's a big chain shop. So sometimes I do, yeah, crypto, because the UVB helps them, but the youngest bearded dragon, which is my one, Chester, he isn't tame enough. He kind of freaks out a bit too much, so I can't really take him out because they probably end up launching across the garden, and then that'll be an interesting game of catch the bearded dragon. Don't fancy doing that. But one of the bearded dragons, which is the one that only has 2 feet, believe it or not, he didn't have much success with his feet when he was a baby, and they ended up, the toes all started to fall off, and basically he's got 2 stumps now. But he's so calm that we can actually take him to Asda. Take him shopping.
Edward.
Hello, Edward. Goodbye, Edward. Yeah. I didn't even see the second message, son. Oh, yeah, I did.
What?
Accidents happen, Ali. Accidents happen.
What's the matter?
Edward seems to have been timed out.
Oh, such a shame.
I know. It is a shame.
Oops.
Oh dear.
Oh, you're gonna start crying in a minute, aren't you?
Well, me?
Yeah, get really upset Edward's been timed out.
No. Why would I start crying? Okay. Mods can do what they want. That's why I have. Some people have mods and some people aren't mods. I don't need loads of mods.
No.
There's a sudden smell of cow poo around here. That's random. And I don't usually be able to smell that, so...
Scotty, have you shit yourself again?
No.
Is your mum changing your nappy today?
I ain't got a nappy on.
Ooh.
But why do I have a nappy?
You're only a young pup.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Diesel.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. D. Oh, I'm all right.
Cheers, Ali.
I don't like Edward anyway. I think he's an a-hole.
Yeah, well, there you are. Yeah, well, yeah. What is that leopard gecko doing? You weird lizard.
Well, he must be bloody weird, you won't it?
That's very true.
Huh? Yeah, like V8 man.
Quit going on. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
George, going on. But yeah, so been a bit of a hectic week so far. Fun and games. Fun and games. But at least I've got documentation from the vet visit yesterday, so that's all right. So if the evil woman comes back, she has no ground to stand on. She can go away with a tail between her legs.
Who's that?
The RSPCA officer that came out
Oh, just tell
2
silly
weeks ago.
bitch to piss off.
Mm-hmm. You could go down the bottom and go see the house down there because they're a puppy farm. So, yeah. Oh, this estate thinks they've got away with it. We'll strike back when the time's right. So, no, I didn't drink all the Captain Morgan's. I still got a lot of it left. I tend to save the Captain Morgan's. I usually get different brands of rum. I've got a few different ones I've had. So, Captain Morgan's is more for, well, I tend to have that Christmas and New Year's. So, I mean, one time I had so much of it, I was lying on the floor saying I am a pencil. Yeah, that was an interesting New Year's. Exactly. The funny thing is the city RSPCA officer wanted to have a look at a bearded dragons. So I was also like, oh, let's have some entertainment because this would be funny. I was like, there you go, there they are. Okay, so what's that bulb? I was just like, thank you very much. Case in point, you have no idea what you are looking at.
I've actually had that with the RSPCA when they come to mind. You know, when someone pisses you off, that you piss someone off and they call them. I've had them when they come to me birds. And they come there, look at the birds, and they don't know what the friggin' hell they're doing. And they don't even know what the hell they talk about.
The thing is, that is right by the Viv. That is right by the Viv, actually, funny enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. Oh yeah, exactly. It is ridiculous. I mean, my neighbour up the road, he's had it loads of times. He had Lucky 7. I've had a bunch of he's had a bunch of cases, but he had a reasonable RSPCA officer, not the person that we had, and she's very good at manipulating you into feeling like absolute crap. And she's done it to Mum. Mum got that annoyed with her that she slammed the door in the RSPCA officer's face and got the door stuck. The only problem with that was I was the other side of that door. Exactly, it is jealousy.
Yeah. I'd love it to come to mind. My mum would probably punch one right in the mouth.
I thought my mum was gonna, to be fair.
No, but my mum doesn't have any qualm about smacking someone.
No, my mum don't usually.
If someone... I fell asleep in the armchair tonight and my mum found a roll of duct tape and she thought it'd be funny to put duct tape on my eyes.
Yeah.
But luckily, she didn't press it down hard enough.
Yeah.
So I've still got my eyebrows left. Yeah, you're right there, Crypto.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we know full well the people that are responsible for the reporting, and they are worse. Yeah. I mean, my dog is like 12 years old, so she's not young. Yeah. So the fact that she's got a heart murmur, which, looking at it, it can't be too severe because she's still very, very active, is understandable. You know, we walked her out to the vets. We don't have a car, so we walked her out there, and she was happy as Larry. got out there. We're there actually earlier than we anticipated because the appointment was at 3:30. We got there about 3:12. It was like, oh, we're gonna have to wait around because we couldn't go in the vets because they won't let you in the vets. So waiting around, and
I'd say you
told them
took
that
less
we're
to get you put down.
rude.
That's not rude. That's nice.
Oh, thanks. I mean, if I was an animal, they probably would put me down.
I'd give you a couple of horse tranquilizers though.
Yeah.
So do you want me to send a message to Pink Prozac? I'll tell you where your channel is.
Can do if you want.
Nah, she's all right, Pink. I've known her for quite a while.
Yeah, she seemed pretty cool actually.
Oh, but I bet she'd love to get frisky with you.
Okay. I seem to have run out of chocolate. I just sat there and scoffed the whole lot. Oops.
Yeah, you're right there.
Hello, Lucky.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, doing good.
Doing good.
You're right, Lucky.
What's up, Nick?
How are you?
Scotty and everybody in the chat. Doing good. Yeah. I gotta give you, Nick, I gotta speak up and I gotta say something. I give you kudos. Thumbs up. You definitely calm yourself down a lot and I appreciate that. I like that. You turned into a good boy.
I've calmed down a hell of a lot.
Yes, you did. That's really nice. You're more than welcome. Yep, you're more than welcome to come back to the channel if you ever want to.
I've been coming back to your channel anyway.
Yeah, but you haven't been in the chat or in the
Yes,
panel at all. No, you have not.
Yes, you have.
Okay. So what's going on? How you doing? All right?
Yeah, busy.
Good. What's up, Scott?
No,
What'd you do today?
I come on your stream the other day.
Wasn't me.
It was
I
your
know.
stream.
Yeah, it had to be a while ago because I know. I know everybody. Ago? Yeah, exactly. A month ago, man. You said the other day. I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute here. No.
I can't remember that.
I know I can remember some, but a month ago, yeah, it's been about a month and a half.
No.
Do anything exciting yet, Scotty?
Well, not really. I've had animal stuff I've been having to sort out, but besides that, not anything really exciting.
Yeah.
We
got a first debate tonight with our president and existing trying to run president, which he's not gonna go. As you see,
yeah,
you know who I'm.
You know. Mm. The guy that has who was it? I can't remember who said it now. Someone said resembles Walter, Jeff Dunham's puppet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I won't get too much into it. It's not my panel. It's your panel. I don't want to get into politics here.
Yeah.
I can't be arsed with politics.
Yeah, politics just goes straight over my head.
Well,
I'm beginning of that.
Especially if you're on the other side of the ocean,
That as well. But even UK politics is just like, nah. Overpaid.
What's up, Braveheart? Ali Mac? John? Right Boto?
Cool. Yeah.
You guys haven't
We've got
worked
to
on
wait for-
anything at all or anything?
Well, I haven't been doing any work or anything at the moment. I'm in the process of repairing my motorbike, but I've got to wait for parts. So that's
Yeah.
fun.
How about you, Nick?
Open
You
paneled.
do anything with the beehive? How'd you get that? Did you get it going? Or what?
They're getting there. I've got 5 hives up to now,
Oh, that's nice.
Doing good.
and that. Have a look in the private chat, Lucky. That's my new channel.
I'll check it out. All right, gotcha.
That's the one that I use most of the time.
Yeah, pet insurance is a bit of a waste of time in a way. You end up spending more money on the pet insurance, but then when you need it, sometimes it's useful, I guess. It varies. Mind you, I don't think pet insurance even covers it all. Because we'll pay this much. Really?
With the red push mower, cartoon character.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. Bell's on.
Ding.
And that's the channel where anyone swears if I do a live stream, we get kicked out.
Oh, you definitely cleaned up. I like that.
Nothing to worry about. Your animals are... Exactly. Even the vet turned around and said that, Crypto. You know, we got there, we waited around for the vet to come out. The vet came out, and he was, you know, all like, "Oh, hello again, Jess." You know, walked over to us, and he's like, "Yeah, her coat's looking brilliant now. She's clearly put weight on and all that." So he had no worries at all. The only thing that he was sort of concerned about was her heart murmur, but there's nothing that can really be done with that unless you go down the length of having heart scans, and then there's the medication, and that's going to add up quite a lot. So it's something that we'd have to think about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, end of the day, she's 12 years old. We've had this from when she was 1. So, you know, she's lived a long time, really, with us.
Wow.
And, you know, she had a rough start. We rescued her from a barn. The farmer was just going to just point blank shoot all the dogs because you couldn't use them as working dogs. So,
Maybe he should be shot.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, had my desk flipped the other way, so I was facing the wall. And then my camera was against the wall. I would have to have like the blue screen hanging from the ceiling. So what I did is I swapped the desk around facing the other way, and tell you, still a lot of work. I'm not done yet, and for some reason my external hard drive for the software for the computer, because it must not be picking up correctly, because every time the USB goes to bloop 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 to it, but it seems like it's still working fine, and so I can't figure it out. Oh, excuse me.
It's for you.
good. Hello. Phone ringing.
Yeah, well, they hung up. They probably didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the Lucky Seven Escort
Oh.
Service.
And if you notice on a camera, see how it's zooming in and out? It's
Yeah.
like autofocus. But I don't
Yeah.
have it on my... actually, I do have it, but it's shut off. And it's still trying to autofocus. I can't figure it out.
No, I bought a new web camera, but I had a little accident with it.
What's that?
I lost my temper with it and threw it out my bedroom window, and it smashed.
Well,
Oops. That's a good trick.
this webcam... Yeah, it is way too much money. I spent almost $3 and change for it. It comes with the tripod, the light. If you notice, it has a light on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
It was
mine's
very,
built
very
in.
expensive, but once I get all the kinks worked out, it should be nice.
Yeah, but you're a bit slow at your age with all this new technology.
Oh yeah, crypto. That's true.
Look at this. The wife is nice. Brings me dinner right here.
Hello, Cheryl.
Don't go wrong with that.
Yeah, she can't hear because of the headphones there.
Shut up. Oh,
So how's Dusty?
I think she's
And
in the chat.
Snobby. Yeah, they were in the chat when I
Yeah,
first came
in
in.
the chat,
Allie
yeah.
Mac's in there.
no, I think Snobby's gone to bed now. He gets grouchy when he gets tired.
Yeah, I had a long day today at work. It was extremely busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done a lot of walking the last 2 days, so that's not been fun. Having to walk.
For health or just
No,
because you have to get places?
No, he was
Yesterday-
pulling a wheelie on his motorbike, googling women showing off, and he fell off.
Yeah.
No, I had to walk the dog out to the vet yesterday, and today I
shit.
had to walk from the garden centre back because the bleeding bus went straight past me.
We get a push
Oh.
bike then.
That I have one, but that involves digging it out of the shed. Plus, at this point, yes, today I was coming back from the next town over, so there's no
Yeah.
point me having the push bike. And trying to
Usually-
cycle with the dog would be an absolute nightmare.
Usually, when you get a bike out of a shed, then you have to air up the tires,
Yeah,
oil
no,
the chain.
this one's all right. This one's not been in the shed for that long, and it's maintained. So
Oh, mine isn't. I've had it, 5 years, and I've never oiled the chain.
I just put WD-40 on it. It's fine.
No, I've got to buy it then. I'll just take it down the bike shop when it gets serviced.
Well, that is the difference. I've always got WD-40 because I've got rusty bolts everywhere.
Well, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. You buy a can and you send it up to me then.
Yeah. The Snobby, last night I heard
Nah.
Dusty had a headache or something. He wasn't sure if she was going to go live. That was over the weekend. I did jump in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 cars, why walk? Exactly. Got a
Well,
truck,
I have no
car,
means of.
service truck.
Yeah, I have no means of transport at the moment because the bike's off the road. I was
Yeah.
only on the road for a month. And I fell off the thing.
Well, what stinks, if I get a flat tire, who am I going to call? I got to call myself. I can't call AAA. I'm the guy that changes the tires.
Yeah.
Little rundown, yeah. Well, you just
It's getting that time of year though, so.
got to make it work harder there, Snobby. Don't overwork her.
Yeah. Hey, Lucky.
Yeah, sure.
Scotty's got a new girlfriend now, Pink Prozac. She wants to squeeze his cheeks.
Last person that squeezed my cheeks must have been my grandmother.
No, I don't think it's the face cheeks actually wants to be squeezing.
Oh, I gotcha. I want to smack those cheeks.
She also said that she wants to carry me around in her pocket.
Yeah, but which pocket though, Scotty?
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop down in the chat. I'm gonna eat my dinner and chill out for a while. So
Aye,
we'll talk to
Lockie.
everybody in the chat later on.
All right. Oh, it's suddenly going a bit quiet. I think the dish is loud, isn't it?
I got me, Mr. and Mrs. Pink Prozac.
No, I haven't really got a ring to that. No. No, that's not really got a ring to it. No. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet you'll be going to bed. Oh, Pink, when are we getting married? Just go in the bog. I'll be back in a minute.
Cool. Yeah. How many cans of Coke have I drank? Too many. There's the answer. That's one. That's two. I'm on my fifth. Oops. They're not going to last very long at this rate. That's not good. That ain't good. Look at it. Yeah, I'm all right. 450. I highly doubt that's going to be very reliable. Hey, Tampa. 150. I can't imagine that being very reliable. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, shoulder hurts. All right. Yeah, it will get fixed. I just got to get all the panels. That's all it is broken panels, really. It functions. It still functions. I mean, the broken indicator still works. It just happens to be dangling down. It's getting there. I just got to get the panels, as I was just saying, Tampa. Yeah. You, interesting avatar there, Nick. It's a slow process with the bike. It always is going to be a slow process, just because it's going to cost a little bit to get the gear. Not so much the panels, because I've now bought the most expensive panel, which is the rear.
Yeah.
The tail plate panel for the number plate and indicators. It comes with 2 new indicators as well, so that's not too bad. Got quite the deal with that. And then the rest of it's just, well, I've got, try to think how many panels I've got to replace. I've got the left rear side panel to replace. And then I've got to get a new mirror, new handlebar grip, a new foot peg rubber. So it's not too bad. It's quite easy fix, really. Oh, and of course all the right side indicators out. I'd have a look at the headlight, because I'm not sure if it's came misaligned, because it looks like it's dipped down slightly, but it might not be. Just gotta try to tidy them up. Oh, I also need to sort out a solution for my indicator button that went a burden. I don't know where it went. I sort of realised when I got the bike on the side of the road, just before it got loaded into a van. And I wasn't going to go traipsing looking for it because my knee was killing me, my wrists were killing me, and I was shaking. So I've got to sort something out of that because at the moment it's a case of that would be very inconvenient trying to stop me indicators. I can do it, but it's just literally a metal plate at the moment. So
You all right, Street Copper? You all right, Samper?
hey, Street Copper. I've got to go through my shed, see what I can get rid of. Got too much stuff in there. Still got around to sorting it out. I was planning on doing it during the weekend, but I just didn't bother. So, got a bunch of bits in the back of this shed which I can hopefully get rid of. See when I can sell them. And hopefully gain a little bit more space. So it means that I'm not tripping over things or having to remove things from the shed just to be able to get to the rear of the shed. Ugh. It's a process. It's a process. I'll get there. I mean, I've got to cut my grass, but I can't even do that at the moment because I've got a girt-off trailer in my gate, so I can't get my lawnmower out front. I do back grass, but what's the point in doing the back grass when I've got to do a front as well? Rather do it in one whack.
You got a what in front of your gate?
A massive trailer.
Whose is it?
It's my neighbour's. My neighbour up the road, he's got, well, currently he's actually got 2 trailers and the chassis of a trailer. And he keeps getting the housing inspector around. And they would go ape if they knew he had more than one trailer. The only way he can get away with having one of the trailers is because he uses the excuse of his mobility scooter goes in the trailer because it's a heavy mobility scooter that won't go in the back of the car. So that's how he gets around that one. And he's had to sort of hide the other trailer around mine.
What, you're friends with him?
Yeah. He's a scrapper.
Well, tell me you want some money for it.
He gives me stuff. He gives me stuff that is too good to scrap. So
okay,
we have a good deal.
Fair
We have a
enough.
good deal. It's like he found an old Atco kickstart at the scrapyard yesterday, and he was going to pick it up for me. But the problem was the whole thing was seized solid. So because it was so seized and he couldn't get it to kick over, they wouldn't give it to him. Which is bloody annoying. Because it doesn't matter if it's seized, it's probably a way around unseizing it. Or just swap out for another engine. It's fine. At the moment, he's got a spare engine in his shed on wheels, which is actually a caravan, but it works as a shed for him. He's got an old Villa's engine in literally within the doorway. Which you could probably, with a bit of ingenuity, could have probably switched the engines on like kickstart with it. It wouldn't be a kickstart, and wouldn't be very original, but it would probably work, wouldn't it? It's worth a shot, but because it was seized, he couldn't take it away, which sucked a bit. But he's always finding bits and bobs.
Oh, that's all right.
He also finds the most wackiest of push bikes ever. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
There's a few times where he's built his own because he tinkers around with push bikes, does them up, sells them on,
Yeah.
sort of thing as well. And at one point, he had like a mashed together bike. He had the rear end of one bike and the front of another bike, which made it extra long and it bent in the middle. So you could adjust the
Smooth bike
height. So
for
you
a
could,
fat person.
well, yeah. Yeah, he does all sorts of wacky things.
Yeah. Right,
Cracks
I'm
me
gonna
up.
go and get my head down, mate. I'm up early.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, catch it all later.
See you next. So we are. Bit of entertainment, really. There's all sorts of different things going on at the moment. I will eventually get this vintage mower fixed. I've got the parts for it. I just haven't got around to actually doing it. There's also the fact that, well, mainly I just haven't got around to it. But it does still exist. It's just in my shed. Got all the bits to assemble it. And touch wood, it'll run. Yeah, we got Deadpool chilling. Got a few different ones. I need parts for the Seagull engine. Yeah, that's what was slowing me down with the Atco, trying to find the parts for it. That drive plate was a right pig to find, but got it in the end. I've also got to see if one of the chains will actually work, saying that, because I do not know. Hey, Amjad. I do not know if one of the chains is going to work, because it's actually from a Honda cylinder mower, which is where the original drive plate I ordered came from. No, my luck, I'm going to have to get a chain guide, not guard, guide, yeah. Oh, coils and points, and the head has a slight crack in it. Ooh. Well, hopefully you can get the parts for it. Ooh. There's a very small moth flying around. That's annoying. Go away, moth. No one likes you. Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, Villas is quite good. Yeah. I might actually be getting the Villas engine off my neighbour, because it's in good nick, really. It's just something to play around with, really. Don't know if I really have any use for it, but yeah. Yeah, or eBay. Yeah, eBay's hopefully of use. Yeah, it took me ages to find the drive plate for the Atco. I had a couple of them, but I just didn't have the funds at the time to get the bleeding drive plate, so it was annoying. It took ages to try to get it. Yeah, the company I was trying to get it from, seeing if they had it, and they never actually got back to me a bit. They were a little bit of a pain. They weren't very convenient at all. They never actually did get back to me, so that's good. But it turns out later on, I actually bought something from that company on their eBay store, and they sent it to me. So clearly they only really care about their eBay store. They don't actually care about responding to emails or phone calls. It's weird because that guy was recommended quite a lot. Yeah. See you, John lad. Yeah. So not too bad, really. Got things planned out. It's just I've got the time to do it, really. I mean, I've got a strimmer in my shed as well. I've got to get parts for. I started a video of it, and I found out that the thing was leaking. So, yeah, until I get the parts for that, I won't put that video out. So, it's got a weird design of a fuel tank. Instead of having the standard grommets where you got the two tank grommet where the two pipes go through, it's like singular ones, and it's almost like one pipe's too small to actually fit in there. And, weird. It also had a very revolting carburetor. It's like, ugh. I don't know if I clean the carburetor very well, but we'll find out at some point. Hello, Dirt Rider. We'll find out eventually if it'll work. Got two Honda mowers, one is seized and the other one, I think coil is gone, but also Briggs and Stratton. Yeah, I've got a Honda Lomo at me mate's place. It was kind of a joint project thing, and we've been trying to fix it for the last couple of months. It's near enough done now, but it just needs tidying up a bit, and the grass box needs sorting. But that was a right pig, because trying to get the cables was a bit of a nightmare, because the handlebar was changed, and it was a totally different handlebar to the base of the mower. So basically I had to hybrid it. It made it several times more difficult than it really should have been. So that wasn't fun. But now my friends are like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be doing any more repairing of things. It's like, suits me fine, because you actually stressed me out the way you were doing it at one point. But that's how it went. That's how it went. Well, it's not really my mate's fault. We didn't realise like the handlebar was snapped, saying that. And it didn't help that the company was absolutely hopeless. There's numerous reasons. It's understandable. I don't know. Am I chatting? I forgot. Yeah, of course it's still in Irish, isn't it? Yeah. Still got paint, that. Got a point. I don't know. I'll go mad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That works. Sheep eating grass. Sheep eating grass. It gets a bit technical. Honda loom mowers. Ugh. Ain't doing that again. Parts too expensive. I mean, the fact that I was quoted 50 quid for a grass box. Ugh. No thanks. Maybe I should make them a bit stronger. my logic, I think they are about a week. Lawnmowers. Stressful lawnmowers. Annoying lawnmowers. Lawnmowers. I don't know. I have a grass box lying outside. Yeah. I mean, what's the logic of a fabric grass box? It's going to naturally rip because people aren't going to empty it at a sensible point, surely. But then the plastic ones, some of them are a bit rubbish. Ugh. I don't know. I can't make sense of them. I'm going to get going. It was just a little visit. I am going out and make hot chocolate. I am off to... Okay, Amjad. Exactly. I wish I had shares. It'd make it a damn sight more cheaper if I did have shares. I wish. Ugh. It's a bit like that. I'll keep you running on my phone. Stay safe. Okay, Braveheart. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a random live this. Just something to do. Ain't got any videos planned at the moment, so. And lives are fun, so why not? Why not do lives? I've got to sort that camera out, figure it out a bit more. My new GoPro, I haven't quite figured all the bits that it does. No, there isn't any trains at the moment. The last one was it August? I think it was August. I think it's the end of August. The last steam train came through, and that was a double head steam train, which was two of the ones that I've already previously filmed. Excuse me. Yeah, it was double-headed steam train of one that I previously filmed, so I sort of forgot that it was coming through in the morning, and in the afternoon I was like, well, there's not much point me filming it coming through because there's going to be a couple of seconds. They go through so quick, so there wasn't really much point me filming it coming back through. So no planned. Well, there's no more steam trains coming through. And they got the bog standard dirty diesels. So, yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed, next year there'll be a few coming through. Yeah, they are really, it's really amazing, the engineering with the steam trains. Possibly next year there'll be a miniature railway, because I've got a local miniature railway club. They finally get in their own base, not too far away from me, really, and they're currently working on building the clubhouse and the new track and all that, and they actually have a proper permanent place instead of being a local park. And well, 2 local parks actually, I think it is. And yeah, hopefully that'll be running them. I might be able to find my way to it. I don't really know exactly whereabouts it. I know roughly where it's going to be, but I don't know the exact area that's going to be. So yeah, it's could be interesting. It's a shame that the old bus runs don't run anymore, because they used to be vintage buses. Yes, I did see Laurie's latest one. That was really cool. I want one. I've got no space for it, but I want one. That'd be pretty cool. I still want to get another steam model at some point. Hopefully one day I'll get another one that actually moves and isn't stationary. It was really cool. That really does take some creativity out. That's for sure. I was surprised when I saw how it was powered. So I was not expecting that. It's pretty creative, that's for sure. Yeah, the models are really cool. I do like them. I've got a stationary steam one, but has not been fired up for a long time. I think I've only ever fired it once or twice myself, because it was my dad's. And yeah, I want to get one that actually moves and isn't stationary at some point. But proper, decent quality, fully running one's going to be quite a bit of money. And it's trying to find the happy medium between the decent ones and in the middle of the not completely crapped out but not fully decent, because they're asking a lot of money for them. There was a guy where I came from that made his own railway in his back garden. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah. We used to have a few miniature railways around. One of them's gone now, because I believe it was family ran, and it was on a seafront, and I think the last member of the family that was into it had to retire or something, so it ended, sadly. Oh yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, the crawlers are pretty cool. 4.5 acres. Oh, that'd be some setup. Yeah, that would be some setup. Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. Especially if it's like, yeah, not too powerful but not too weak, sort of thing. Yeah, gives out a sensible speed. Got strength to go along. I wish I had the creativity like that. It'd be pretty cool. I would. I've actually got a guy he is local. He's around the corner. He's around the corner from me. He has, I think it's 2. Pretty sure it's 2 miniature traction engines. That's so cool. I actually discovered that he had them pure fluke, really. I was taking a dog for a walk, and all I could see is a puff of steam. I was just like, what's that? So what is that? Because it doesn't smell like it's a fire. And why would somebody at this time in the morning, because it was what, 8, 9, maybe 10 o'clock, why would they be burning something in the front garden for a start? And especially at this time in the morning. I've got hiccups now. So I just, instead of going round the back route, which I normally would, I deliberately walked past the house. It's a miniature traction engine. That is cool. So took the dog back and then I went back out for a walk just so I could have a proper look at this miniature traction engine. And it turned out it was actually a friend of his came over with his miniature traction engine to get it tested, board tested and all that. So it's all certified and legal to be able to go to the shows. And that was either last year or year before. I cannot remember. I think it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. And yeah, it's really cool. I actually ended up standing there watching it, having a good chat with him actually. And it was like, oh, it's nice to see someone actually interested in it, you know, someone within the younger generation interested in that sort of thing. And I was actually planning last year to go to one of the Steam rallies, but I never actually made it there because it's not exactly in the most convenient of locations, so it'd be very difficult to get there public transport wise, and my bike wasn't very reliable. And at that point, it was off the road again. So Robbins have some pretty cool. Robin has. Oh yeah. I did see the traction engine videos. Yeah. These are like the little ones, which are like proper tiny, and you have to have like a separate sort of trailer platform thing behind it to be able to operate it. And oh yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not convenient. Yeah. I mean, the chap up the road, he travels everywhere. He goes all over the country with his two traction engines, motor traction engines. And it's quite hilarious, the story of when he got his van, because his wife was saying about it. He went to get a new van, and they were looking around, and it was basically a yard full of loads of vans. And his wife went, please tell me that's not that van, that massive long thing. Just like, depends which way you're looking. Because if you mean that one, yeah, it is. It's like, why does it have to be so bleeding big? He's just like, these traction engines aren't light. You drive bigger one. And then they got the caravan, so when they go on longer journeys, they got this massive long base transit van with this caravan on the back. But yeah. Ooh, oopsies. Talk about that. I've got to book a doctor's appointment for my bloods to be done again. Oof. Time to be stabbed. The joys of being celiac. I have to keep an eye on my levels and all that. Maybe this time I might actually get my results. It didn't last year. It's like, great. Something I really... Because the year before, like, the levels were all slow and weren't right. So, I'll check out they are the correct levels, and how am I meant to know if they're right levels if they don't tell me? Ugh. Be alright if the bloods were like November time, because they could do 2 stabbings at once. They could do me flu jab and take me blood at the same time. No. Did you see the cab over? Yeah, I did see the cab over one. That was really cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll be watching all of Robin's recent videos. Kind of working backwards. That's what I'm doing with a few YouTube channels at the moment. So, got a few different YouTube channels on. Currently doing backwards viewing because, yeah, why not? I may be watching them, but I'm not leaving signs I'm watching them, technically. Yeah. Ugh. Gotta love it when that happens. Yeah. I hate having my bloods taken, but I have to have it done every year. I think it was last year. I had my bloods taken, and the same day I had to go out to the farm. So I had a numb arm and I was milking cows. That wasn't fun. What was that? No, it might be my flu jab, actually. Can't remember. It's one of the two. Either way, I had a numb arm. There's no tea. Oh, we're talking about all sorts of crypto. Talk about traction engines, talk about blood tests, and yeah. Backwards viewing YouTube channels. Working from newest to oldest. Ebook for next Tuesday. Exactly, it is a pain in the arm. And it's a needle which I don't exactly want to be seeing. And half the time I end up seeing it. It's just like, oh, no, I don't want to see the needle. Like, don't think about it. How can you not think about it? You just stabbed a bit of metal in my arm. And you're currently extracting blood into a bottle. Or several bottles, more like 3 or 4, can't remember. Here's this. Sharp scratch. Well, don't say that. That's going to make it worse. Ugh. Okay, Snobby. There's a metal plate. Bit thin. Okay, not as thin as I thought it was. Can't bend it. Stay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to have flu jab every year. Our blood's taken every year. So I get stabbed in the arm twice a year. I mean, I've got used to a flu jab. I've been having that so many years now. It's just like, yeah, go ahead. Bunk, done. Cool, bye. Literally. I mean, last year was poof, done. I was like, what? In, out. That's the first year that was actually a case of backwards. It was literally, I think if they had half a chance, they would have just got like a box of them and just ran down the line, just stabbing everyone in the arm. They had half a chance, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, my doctors is that O+. I can't even remember when to remind me about jabs. The only one that they remind me of is the one that I don't want to be reminded of is the blood one. But it always confuses me because the return address isn't even my... Ow. Isn't even my doctor's address. It's like up north. It's like... I looked at the envelope. It was like, where? What? Eh? I opened it and I was like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Why is the return address somewhere up north? Can't remember where it was, but it was somewhere. I was like, Makes no sense. Wig doctors. Letter goes, just a reminder that you need to have, well, like I think it said, I have requested that you have bloods taken. Please phone and book an appointment. I still haven't done it. That was last week. I probably should. Yeah, I was never offered that. The flu majigger up my nosey majigger. I don't care. We don't go out enough, technically. I mean, if I do go out, it's in, out. That's it, really. Anyway. It is what it is. I don't worry about crypto. Well, try not to worry about it too much. You know what I mean? I told I needed it done in 4 weeks from when I was in hospital, but they said, oh, I have no appointments. Oh, typical doctors. I have no appointments. But my arm's dangling off. Oh, well, we don't have any appointments. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, if your arm's dangled off, you wouldn't go to doctors. But you know what I mean. See you later, Scarlet Dan. Scatman Dan, even. I can't read today. I think my glasses might be a bit dirty. There's a hair on them. Half the time I can't read. Yeah, it's a new name for you. You're welcome. Scrapman it down. There you go. I've added it to it. It's because there's so many channels with scrap in the name, isn't it? If you don't really pay attention, you can just merge people's names together. I like merging people's names together, clearly. My brain doesn't function sometimes. I corrected myself. What more do you want? Although I think I confused crypto a little bit there. Too good. Well, I've got that open still. I think I was trying to get that link to work, but it didn't work. Yeah. Never had a flu jab, but yeah. I get it because of my asthma. And then they can't even remember to remind me about my asthma reviews. I mean, at one point I didn't have an asthma review in like 2 years because they didn't remind me. And I just never bothered booking it. And then I changed the doctors and I just like, Do you realise you haven't had an asthma review in 2 years? I was like, well, I didn't know it was a yearly basis thing. They're like, yeah, you're meant to have it every year. I was like, well, my doctor's never reminded me about asthma reviews. So now I have to kind of remember I was around about start of the year that I'm meant to have it. They still don't remind me now. Ugh. Doctors. Annoying. But they remind me about a blood test every year, religiously. Yeah, mine's meant to be around the start of the year, February, I say. I just go whenever. I have to try to remember the answers that I said the previous year. I always get it wrong, and they always have a go at me. They're just like, oh, well, you really should be having your inhaler more often. It's like, well, I don't really need it that often. The asthma's not exactly that bad. If I need my inhaler, I'll take the inhaler. If I don't need it, I don't take it. Why would I take it when I don't need it? They always have a go at me about that. I swear they try to trick question me every year. I don't know. Jabs are jabs. I don't even do that. I don't even take mine twice a day. I meant to, but I just don't. Half the time, I can't remember where I put my inhaler. It's in my bag. It's in one of my rucksacks. That awkward moment where you grab an inhaler thinking that's your up-to-date one, but it's not. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, the awkward moment when you grab your inhaler, think it's an up-to-date one, take that to the asthma review to discover that inhaler ran out like 2 years ago. It's just like, do you realise this is out of date? I was like, oops. And that was clearly not my up-to-date one. Why have I still got this one? I hope I haven't used this one. But yeah. Do you drink? Yeah, I'll be dehydrated if I don't drink. No, do you drink alcohol? Maybe. Sorry, asthma nurse, but you're a bit too old for me. If you're trying to... Yeah. Yeah, I had that and taken the top off and grabbed the one that I used it. Yeah, I've had that. The classic one is I snapped the dust cap. I'm just like, no dust cap. Great. I had that for about half a year. So I ordered another one, just had a dust cap. Saying that, I don't know where my spare one is. I usually have two, and I don't know where the other one's gone. I was probably out of date and all. Let's make sure I don't take that one to the review. Don't make that mistake again. I think the best one was the one time the asthma nurse tried to teach me how to use an inhaler. I was like, I've used an inhaler pretty much most of my life. I think I know how to use one. It's like, oh, well, we've changed the way that we do it now. I'm just like, what? How can you change the way that you take medication? Stop trying to show me how to do things. Idiots. Oh, the worst bit was when I was on the powder inhaler. It used to actually make me cough more. Swear it did. It's like, yeah. So I went back to the book standard one. Clank. Yeah. I mean, I was using the powder ones for quite a bit of time, but it started to irritate my throat too much. I was like, go back to the old ones. Plus, they're so picky with those powdered ones. How you operate it and all that. Yeah. To be honest, I felt like the powdered ones that were cheaply made didn't feel very good at all. Like where you twist it. I was convinced sometimes I would twist it too far and it would snap. I think I did break one once actually. Can't remember. Not fun when they break because the powder goes everywhere. You know, you got the ones that, you know, even out of the bottom and you just breathe it. Like, they never offered me that one, thankfully. But yeah. Not fun. Not fun at all. They like messing around with things, it feels like. Well, at least my daughter does, anyway. Yeah, there's the one that I got from convention that time. Got it from a convention, that one. I gotta put that back up there later. You remember to do that. Lives on a shelf. Gets rather dusty. It's pretty grim up that top of that shelf. I never did find the group box. I think I need to find that. Yeah, that's fine, Alec. I'm probably going to be calling it soon anyway, so. It's all good. Probably be calling it soon myself. Probably only go for 2 hours. So. Oh, got an itchy chin. It's annoying. Ba-do-do. Ba-do-ba-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-ba-do-ba-do. One time I was allergic to dig soap powder. He thought I was allergic to it. Stay away from me. Yeah. I've only ever had like one case of I've only ever had one case of like irritation, and that was one of the shower gels I had. For some bizarre reason, it just I don't know, it just didn't. My skin didn't like it much, I don't think, so stopped using that very quickly. Wasn't even cheap shower gel, I don't think. Can't remember. Very weird. Very weird. Didn't make sense. What on earth is that? Find a piece of paper. Huh. I think that's the original one. Why is that not in the box? That makes sense. Always got stuff. Allergic to water. That's not good. That's not good. There's some very interesting allergies out there, that's for sure. Very interesting allergies out there. What's Luna doing? Have you scoffed all your food again? Probably has. Yeah, she has. Fatty. Fatty leopard gecko. He's like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Daft leopard gecko. She does crack me up. Don't know what the other one's doing. Problem is I can't see her from here. Probably asleep. Being lazy. Like usual. Lazy leopard gecko. You're meant to be awake. Not asleep. I've got one that's awake like all the time. And the other one is barely out. Oh yeah. That is not fun. That ain't good at all. Yeah. That is not good at all. Ow. I've done something to my shoulder blade. Ooh. That's not fun either. Oh! Ow. It just popped. Does that sometimes. I think it was slightly out of place, actually. Oh. I'm going to blame it on the buses. They don't do me any good. Oh. Yeah, shoulder's not good. Oh. Hmm. Let me see. Oh, they're probably really gross. Ugh. Yeah, they've gone all sticky. Gross. They're definitely out of date Strepsils. No, it's my shoulder. It sometimes goes all weird. Sometimes it's odd. Very odd. Completely, Mr. Ben. Convenient. What's the best DVD's not in that? Shocking, it is. I had a phase where I didn't put DVDs back in cases. Thankfully, Guardians of the Galaxy is in the case. Case in point. 2 DVDs not in cases. I don't even know where Iron Man case is. I was looking for Iron Man the other day, funny enough, because I was like, I know I've got the original Iron Man. First film. But I don't know where it is. Turns out the DVD's here. Where the case is another question. Gonna have to search for that at some point. God, that's an old pencil case. It's got glue in it. That doesn't sound like it's got a DVD in it. Oh, that's got a DVD in it. And it is a DVD. Jack Point. Where the hell's that case gone? It's gonna do me head in. All sorts of random junk just. I didn't even know I had that DVD. Turns out I've got 3 of them. That's volume 1. Okay. I don't think I've got 1, 2, 3 and all that. I'll have to sort that out at some point. Yeah. I tend to watch most films on Netflix, but the annoying bit about Netflix is where they have like the first film, but not the sequels, or the sequels, not the first film. Take Saw, for example. You've got a couple of the Saws, so I ended up purchasing the whole box set. Not the cheapest purchase in the world, but if I happened to read the back of it, I would have found out that was the price and probably would be up. Can't really justify that. By that point, I took it to Till and he's like, well, it's a bit awkward. So I ended up buying it anyway. So, got all the Saws. Got the first 7 Friday the 13th. Got Friday the 13th on my brain because that's ones I've got a mishmash of DVDs of the first 7 Nightmare on Elm Streets. So I'm going to be keeping myself busy by watching a bunch of films. Why not? Yeah. Buffy and Charmed. I've got the first Friday the 13th. I've got Jason Goes to Hell as well. That's the only 2 Friday the 13th films I've got. I'm going to have to search for the rest of them. Get that collection. So I will eventually get all them as well. Yeah. I mean, it means it takes up more space, but sure beats trying to search for it online sometimes. I know some of the films I definitely can get online, but trying to find the Saw films, it was a nightmare trying to find some of them. How am I meant to back watch them if I can't find them? Oh dear. saying that I've got a couple of special effect makeups I want to try out. Don't know if I can figure that one out. Might actually do a live stream of a special effect makeup at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe just a random one. Because be a bit different. Coming into spooky season. Not that I'm actually doing Halloween. Not dealing with that this year. As much as I like Halloween, I am not dealing with all of that, so I just do spooky my own way. Primeval. Yeah, Primeval's good. Do like Primeval. But yeah. At least I found my battery powered pumpkin. Thought I lost that completely. Turns out I left the batteries in it, so they were corroded. Saved it though, so it's all good. Hello, Luna. What are you doing? What are you doing? You being a goof. She's being a goof. Being a chunky goof. Yes, hello. What? You're going to play this game again, aren't you? You're going to stare at me. Being an attention seeker again, are you? That's normal. This is what she does when I'm on stream. She just wanders about sometimes. Oh yeah, Connor. I think he was at the one Comic-Con I went to. I can't remember. Might have been. Was it Connor? I've been Connor. I can't remember. Yeah, Andrew Lee Potts. Yeah, it was. Couldn't remember the actual actor's name, man. Yeah, he was at the one which I went to. The line was mental, though. I was like, I'm going to pass. Got to pass on that. I can't remember who else was there. There's a few other guests there, but I can't remember who else was there. That was a very, very interesting convention because one of the days I was in a morph suit, so I couldn't really see very well. And then there's a point where I was walking with the sun glaring into my face, which made it a little bit more difficult. Well, one of the guys I was with, he had it worse off because he had like his massive head on. Was that the first or second day? That one was the second. Yeah, that was the second day. I can't remember which way around we did it. I can't remember if it was Apocalypse the first day, and then the second day was Five Nights at Freddy's, or the other way round. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was Apocalypse was the first day, so that was the day which he had the massive head on, because he went as Dead Mouse for that, and he was walking around with this big head which he built, and he was seeing through the mouth, and there's a white screen, and with the sun glaring, he could not see anything. We had to guide him. The second day, I was in a morph suit, so I couldn't really see anything, and it was a bit overheating in that, to be fair. It wasn't ideal. I got asked to go drinks with him and his friends. My mum, I was too shy. Oh, wow. Not many people can say that, to be fair, can I? Yeah. I took that little camera with me to the convention, and then I left it behind. But it was then recovered and sent back to me in the post. So a little camera has been through the postal system from Birmingham. So it's got some. It's got really filthy recently, and it's got like a weird film of dirt on it, or the paint's discolored, like the plastic's discolored, and it's chipping off. I have no idea which one it is. Battery's a bit dodgy on this one though. Don't keep charge. Bet it's not charged now. Guaranteed it. Yep. Flat as a pancake. It did dead again. Yeah, not many people can say that. Peter has to go drinks with him and with a celebrity. There's a few famous people I'd love to be able to meet. It'd be pretty cool. But I only ever went to the one convention. That was a few years ago. I did have another one that I was planning on going to, but I couldn't because that was when my dad died, and so I put spanners in the works after I got part of a cosplay sorted, and that was like custom made from China, so that wasn't fun. In fact, I spent so much money on it and I've never actually used it. But yeah, not fun. Not fun. Yep. He was not that famous as he walked around free. Not many people knew it. Well, yeah, that's true. Unless you know you got a point there, yeah. Unless you know that, he's from Primeval. You have to be into Primeval and whatnot. No. I think he was roaming quite freely around Comic-Con I went to saying that. But yeah. Still, not many people can say that, can't they? Yeah. Nuna, stop being a goof. You're going to sulk now, eh? Oh. Leopard gecko's sulking. That's normal. Daft animal. Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, because the conventions, they like to charge a lot of money for the photos. They definitely like charging a lot of money for the photos, that's for sure. I don't even think I got pictures of when I did the convention. Might do. Oh, they are. There's no question though. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the convention I went to, they charged. But then if the person's free roaming around, you can't get all, well, not having to be charged for it. That does have an advantage. That's probably why a lot of the places, they don't like people doing that. The guests doing that. Oh, I can't find the photos. Don't know where they are. They're somewhere. Lost. Off to bed now. Okay. Good to see you, K Scrapper. Wee. Yes, Luna. Staring at me again. Aren't you nice? We're on Luna mode. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Stupid thing. Okay, Ralph. Good to see you. Good to see you. Have you seen him in Sci-Fi Alice? No, I haven't. I don't think I've ever watched Sci-Fi Alice, saying that. Can't think. Might have. Don't think I have. Gonna have to Google it. Sci-Fi Alice. What's it going on? No, I haven't seen Sci-Fi Alice. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. Oh, come on, you silly thing. Work. Gotta be a pain now, isn't it? It's going to be a pain. You silly, silly thing. So called now. All the glass windows. What's the horror called with all the glass windows? He was in that. Forgot what's called. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't have the slightest idea. That's not going to work. Oh, maybe it will. Oh, crud. Is this going to work? It looks like it might work. We're going to experiment here. Not very good at it was a house built out of glass, and it was like a clockwork orange. Is that horror? I don't know. It's anything I can think of. Hold on. Come on. Work, you silly thing. Crumbs. That's horrifying. We're going on Luna mode. Hang on. That's not going to work, is it? Where's Luna at? There's a Luna. Luna says hi. Out. We have a Lunar. Luna mode. Got a nutter. Got a nutter alert. She's always nutty. 13th ghosts. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's moving. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, she climbs up out of the bib sometimes like that. Nutter. Yep, she's in that case. Well, at least that worked. Yeah. Surprisingly, that worked with 11% on my phone. I mean, when she's active, but when she's not active, she does not want to play ball. That's for sure. Meanwhile, Bella's asleep still. Lazy. But yes, that is what Luna quite often does when I'm sat on panel. I'll quite often have a Luna just staring at me. It's quite off-putting. I mean, the video I did where I had the camera set up in the Viv, that's on my Reptile channel, that was actually filmed while I was on panel. I had that running while on panel, which is quite entertaining. Sometimes she's like, oh, well, there's a camera on me. I'm not going to move now because you want me to. Geckos. She's still staring at me. Yes, what do you want, Luna? You're probably saying, I want food, aren't you? Yeah. That's how you got the weight you are. Eating all the time. Yeah. Chunky gecko. Last time I weighed her, which was earlier on this month, she was like, what? I can't remember actually. Well, I have to double check that. Where's that file gone? Lost it again. I think she's about 70 odd. 71. Right? Luna. Come on. Load up document. Load up. 72 grams. There we are. 72 grams. Chunky gecko. Meanwhile, Bella is 57. 57. But Bella's tail's never going to be as chunky as Luna's, no matter how much weight she puts on, because the fact that she's rescued and yeah, there's a lot to her. But she's doing all right. I had since 2017, I think. I think it was 2017. Or was it 18? No, 17. 2017, yeah. Oh, wow. Now that is a cool coloured bearded dragon. Wow. That is pretty cool. Bearded dragon. Whoa. I've never seen a bearded dragon that red. It's a podgy belly bearded dragon. Podgy belly bearded dragon. Got a fair few. That group cracks me up. You get some very funny photos of different bearded dragons. Got a leopard gecko group as well, but I can't find that one. I just get the occasional notification from that group, just like, ooh, such and such. I'm just like, okay. Have we got another person being a bit predictable with questions? I get that a lot. Ugh. Give me strength. If you read through the group, you would have, just checked a couple of posts. You would have got the answer. But it's usually the same questions. Some of these groups could probably do with having a section of frequently asked questions that's pinned at the top of the group to save people repeating themselves on a weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever basis. But so good. It's all good. Is it like just it's sort of a bearded dragon? They require 2 forms of light, so they need to have a UVB, 10.0 UVB, not 5.0, which would be the tropical, and they need to have a heat source, so a heat bulb, or sometimes people use ceramic heat emitters. I don't really like those things without a thermostat, just because they can get so hot. And then you have the live food, but you also have to have greens with the live food. So, like cabbage, which sticks, like a salad, basically. Some forms of lettuce are safe. Iceberg isn't, but round lettuce is. You can give them things like carrot, cucumber, but you gotta peel the cucumber because they can't have the skin. Strawberries, blackberries, things like that. And there's some plants are safe. I believe. I'm not sure actually. No, I'm not sure if that one is safe. I can't remember. Mum deals more with the bearded dragon's food than me. She's got a whole list of what they can have, so switch it out every now and then. So there is a bit more to it, really, and obviously bigger. It has to be like 4 foot vivarium. It's controversial when it comes to sand as substrate, but I've never had an issue with the time I've had bearded dragons having them on sand. I mean, there's bearded dragon substrate, which is sand. So if sand wasn't safe for bearded dragons, then why would they make a substrate that is literally sand? I cut the corners by getting play sand from Argos. If it's safe for kids, surely it's safe for bearded dragons. I'll just dry it out because obviously it's wet. So dry it out before putting it in. And especially if there's like a new Viv, I'll have the Viv set up with the sand in it, and then I'll dry that out. Have the heating on in the Viv. Because obviously you want to make sure that the Viv actually gets temperature as well before putting the bearded dragon in there, just in case. So I also I tend to let it dry out overnight as well. Give it a couple of days if I can. Obviously with Chester was more rush, so he had to sort of be put in there with wet sand, which weren't ideal. Wouldn't really do that normally, but I couldn't really justify having him in such a small Viv for much longer. It wasn't really fair on him. He'd been in there longer than he should have been anyway. But normally if it's a new bag, I'd either have it so it's in a new Viv that's not actually got the animal in it, or I open the bag and let it dry. So yeah, bearded dragons really are not that difficult to look after. They are classified as a beginner reptile as well. Ironically, the first physical reptile I got was not a beginner reptile. It's the chameleon. We got the chameleon a week before we got Luna. I was meant to get Luna first, but the breeder, which I was buying Luna off, he was basically selling up the breeding side of it. He was stopping breeding leopard geckos, so he's selling what leopard geckos he had left and his equipment and all that. And he'd just started his new job, and he was called to his new job the day which I was meant to be picking Luna up. So that was pushed back a week, and then we found this leopard chameleon that was in dire need of being rescued. So we ended up getting the chameleon a week before. We sort of had a rough idea when it came to chameleons as well, because I know a few people that have dealt with chameleons and all that. And it was a learning as you go along job, really. Would never recommend doing that, but that's exactly what we had to do. And we had she was apparently 2 years old, and we had her for about was it April, May, June? I think it was about 2 months that we had the chameleon, and sadly she was very badly egg bound, because chameleons can have a lot of eggs. She had about 30. No, it wasn't. It's 52, I think. Round about that. I believe it was definitely in the 50s. So a lot of slug eggs, so they weren't fertilized. They were definitely fertilized eggs, so absolutely reeked as well. It was not ideal, but sadly she just couldn't handle the shock of it all, and didn't survive, sadly. Still got the vivarium, but I can't really see getting another oh, come on. Check out any she had. I know that I had something. Yeah, it's June that she died. I think it was about 52. I think it was about 52. There's a lot. It's crazy. I seen a bearded dragon in the pet shop. Followed me up and down the cage. I wanted to take it home. Dick said it was purple hair. That was. No, bearded dragons are just very inquisitive. That's what they do, really. That's exactly what I do. I go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. At some point, I got to record Chester's hyper modes because he goes proper hyper. He starts climbing up the glass and everything. It's hilarious. Don't help that he can actually see his dad from his Viv because he's the opposite side of the room, and his dad, he's down the bottom of the Viv. We got 4 Vivs in total. We got 2 one side of the room, 2 the other side of the room, and Chester's mum and dad are in the bottom of those Vivs, so he can see them from his Viv, and they're both as hyperized as each other, really, and they set each other off. It is a very, very odd thing. Yeah, that's actually one of their characteristics, head bobbing. They also do like this wave with their hand. They go, it is funny. Recently, OP World More Bearded Dragons has been doing that. Video of it. Hang on. There we go. It's actually a baby bearded dragon, but there we go. Yeah, we've got an adult one too. That one nearly fell off the log, it looked like. Got the sexy leg going on. That's what I call it anyway. But yeah, that's what they do. That is exactly what they do. But yeah, I do head bobbing as well. That's like main characteristics. They're just like that. Sometimes I'll do it with my bearded dragons. They start bobbing their heads. I'm just like, I could do it all day. I think I end up winding the bearded dragon up slightly, but it's quite fun. I once held a banana skin up with the bearded dragons. Like, obviously the bed doors were closed, so I couldn't eat it. But I was holding the banana skin up, and the bearded dragon was like, yeah, I'm trying to eat it. I got some stupid animals. I'm not entirely sure the whole thing about it, but they just start doing that. It doesn't matter if there's any other bearded dragons around, they will just randomly start sort of waving. It's just a very wacky thing that bearded dragons do. I don't know legality. What am I on? I don't know the technicalities. That's the word that I was looking for. Legalities. Derby brain. Yeah, I don't know the technicalities of why they do it, or if there is actually a purpose that they do it. It might be a digestive thing. I'm not sure. I like to think they're just saying hi. Yeah. I like to think that they are just saying hi, really. Might be bearded dragons. Top thing. In fact, it is kind of a acknowledgement thing. So yeah, they are literally, in a way, saying hi. Reptile God. Why do bearded dragons arms wave? They are just trying to give us a high five, or simply saying hi, or maybe, just maybe, a bearded dragon that's arms wave is merely trying to get attention. They attempt to get much more bonding time out of Tank. Nope, all wrong. This is what it says here. Perhaps not to your surprise, the internet is chock full of misinformation and misguiding explanations of why bearded dragons arms wave. This is likely in part due to the fact that until very recently, bearded dragons were not really even popular as pets. Reason one, they are acknowledging you or someone else's presence. They could be acknowledging the presence of another bearded dragon, animal, or human. Until this may sound like a greeting, it would be noted that it's less of a friendly hello and more a I see you there, I'm aware of you, and don't try and sneak up on me. In the wild, it is useful for small animals and reptiles to show creatures around them that they are aware of their presence. They can help offset the chances of an attack in which the predator or a larger creature sneaks up on the bearded dragon. Another reason would be they're feeling sensitive. Like a dog, it showing its belly, or a cat that crouches down low with their tail tucked in, a bearded dragon can also demonstrate sensitive behaviors. This is something you'll often see when you have more than one bearded dragon living in the same tank. Brackets not recommended, by the way. Do I care? No. They've always lived together. They sort of grew up together anyway, so if there's ever an issue, they would have been separated. It's not uncommon to see juveniles arms waving at another, especially smaller one of their larger siblings. It's demonstrating mating behavior. That's the other reason. So maybe Dopey's just a bit randy. When bearded dragons wave its arm, it's usually because they are simply waving to let another bearded dragon or animal nearby know they are aware of them, or they are frightened of another bearded dragon. Yeah, very true. That's exactly what I just read. There's loads of things that it could be, but yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, Nick. Yes. Sometimes you will. Bearded dragons are not exactly the most intelligent of creatures. Well, mine aren't anyway, they're a bit daft. I've got one bearded dragon that likes to headbutt heat bulbs, which is very convenient because it breaks them. But yeah. Very convenient. Also, that's just links still not going to work. It'd be magic if it does work. Nope, it still don't work. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Stupid thing. Stupid thing. Just thought I'd test to see if it does work or not. Yeah. Yeah. When I went into the first pet shop that I went into today, there was a lady that was in there in search of a lower wattage UVB bulb. She currently has she had a 25 watt tropical UVB in her tank for her dart frogs. And she wanted a lower wattage one because she felt like it was probably a bit too strong for them. She was under the impression that it produced heat. I was like, no, UVBs do not produce heat. But okay. So she was in search of a new one and everything. She's only recently got the dart frogs, so she's still sort of learning. And she's a bit concerned that her frogs might be showing signs of dehydration because they're spending a lot of time in their water bowls, and the person she bought, the shop that she bought them from, was like they weren't spending a lot of time in the water bowls then. So you don't know. Well, I didn't know. Of course, the pet shop wouldn't know because it's Pets at Home and they're bloody hopeless, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why they sell half the stuff that they do because they don't understand it. Thankfully, my local stores don't sell reptiles anymore. So it's only because I was desperate for heat bulbs that I went in there. I normally wouldn't. They didn't have the right wattage UVB heat bulbs anyway. So I had to go to the garden centre, which has a pet shop, and get the heat bulbs there. I hate Pets Home. I avoid it. Yeah, very true. They are. I've corrected people in, workers in Pets at Home so many times. It's like, oh yes, this. I'm just like, right, I'm going to stop you there. Where did you get this information from? Is this personal experience? Or did you look it up online? So, it's like, yeah, you looked it up online. Let me inform you that is misinformation that you are trying to give people. The correct information would be this. I mean, there's reptile books over there. Why don't you go read them instead of reading reading something off the internet? It's like when they had the leopard geckos in the Pets at Home shop store. This is before I actually got Luna because I was looking local. The leopard geckos vivariums were at room temperature. I was just like, what are you playing at? And the only reason I know that is because the worker walked off to go out the back to try to find the reptile expert, left the step ladder to get into the Viv there. He went off. I climbed up the step ladder, opened the flap up because I knew exactly how to do that because at the time I was helping out in a pet shop. It was like, that is at room temperature. The Vivs were also very filthy. I was not impressed at all. And it was like, oh, well, to be able to take it home, you have to have like 3 days worth of temperature readings, make sure it's at the correct temperature and all this and all that. And I was thinking, yeah, correct temperature. So not the temperatures that you got the bibs at then. Smack my head against the wall. Still waiting. Yeah, axolotls are very interesting. Just very odd. There's actually a really I was watching a video a couple of weeks back, and there's actually a very weird breeding pattern with a certain, well, I'm going to call it a morph. I'm not sure if I do call it a morph with axolotls or not, where I think it's called like a fireside or something like that. It is so messed up. And I was like, what the hell? They basically take two axolotls, they like remove the tail from one, stick it onto another one, basically swap the tails or whatever. Because obviously axolotls, they can regenerate limbs. I was like, what? Surely that's animal abuse. Surely. But yeah. But I saw that on a YouTube channel that don't really deal with now that I've seen a bit of background. There's some background drama going on, so I'm just like, whoa, okay, stepping back. Not gonna be dealing with that. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it seems like there's a bit of oddness going on there. But yeah. Totally different story. We'll mention that. There's a few interesting channels, especially with animals. It's like I like fish, but I'm not dealing with fish anymore. I've kept fantails, goldfish. That's my style of fish keeping. That's, well, what with having a cat, probably not a good idea. I like the day dust geckos. Oh yeah, they're pretty cool. They are pretty cool, those. I think one of the local reptile shops had them at one point. Yeah, that's the other problem. Fish don't last long. You end up spending so much money on a decent. You can end up spending a lot of money on a decent setup, and within a couple of years, the fish are dead. And it's just like, ugh. Now I've got to go buy more fish because I've got no fish left in my tank. It's like a very vicious loop. I mean, people could say about reptiles, but at least they last a bit longer. At least they last longer. You know, you get, depending on the species of reptile, you get at least over 10 years. Simple. Definitely over 10 years how you get with reptiles. So, generally, anyway. I mean, granted, I had a leopard gecko. It didn't last that long. The rescued leopard gecko, but that's because it was mistreated. There's loads of health problems. Chameleon, again, health problems. And with Copper the Bearded Dragon, it's just a tragic accident. Not anything that could have been done to avoid that. Oh joy. Bigger tank. Exactly what I mean. I mean, the aquatic shop that I went to today, they had to actually put 2 notices on the tanks because they got like this massive tank. It's, I want to say it's about 4 foot, maybe 5 foot. possibly 6 foot. I don't know the exact length, but it's a big tank. And they've had it for years. And they got loads of fish in there, and they got 4 stingrays. And they had to put a sign underneath saying stingray damage. During breeding season, the male stingrays get a bit vicious with the females. They will heal in the next couple of weeks. So they had to put that on there just because I'm guessing the stingrays looked a bit rough at the time. They look perfectly fine now, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. And then there's another sign saying, don't worry, the cat, this is on a different tank. It says, don't worry, the catfish is not stuck, it just likes the dark. I mean, it didn't look like it was stuck. I guess it moved. But that aquatic shop's pretty cool because you can pay £1 to feed fish. I've never done it, but you can pay £1 to feed fish if you really wanted to. It also got like massive koi, like that big. It's just like, I would not want to try to handle that. You know, you buy that and you try to put it in your pond, and it's probably wrestling you. But, it'd be quite entertaining, though. My pond's not big enough for that. Yeah, Placo's pretty cool, actually. Placo fish do look pretty cool. It's quite funny because where I went, there's actually 2 aquatic shops at both garden centres. The one which I went to, and then there's a garden centre like up the road. They're like pretty much next door to each other as such. Bit of a walk between the 2, yeah. And the other one, they have really proper exotic ones. They have vampire. At one point, they had vampire crabs in there. They had a flower horn at one point, and that's the first time I've ever seen a flower horn in the flesh. It's like, they really are very peculiar fish. Where they're a man-made fish, then you will not find a flower horn in the wild. They're man-made. They're genetically modified and bred. Because of the traits that they got, they would not survive in the wild. But yeah, very interesting fish. Some would probably say they are rather ugly, but they're different. They're different. You can see why people would buy into it. Parrotfish. Never heard of a parrotfish. I have not heard of a parrotfish before. Sound cool though. You might have to Google it. Let's do a quick Google. Parrotfish. Parrot. Oh wow. That actually looks a bit like one of the fish they had in the aquarium. It looks like you got teeth. It looks like someone's dropped their dentures and like the fish tank, and then the fish picked it up. That's cool. Yeah, there's quite a characteristic fish in the aquarium. It looked like he was smiling. Oh, parrotfish are man-made as well, are they? Yeah, they definitely don't look like the sort of fish that you'd be able to find in the wild. They just look too crazy. They do look too crazy. I do like angelfish as well. They're pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. You can see what people would buy into these sort of things, can't it? Why does the Coke always go round the edge of the can? It's annoying. Really annoying. Ugh. Yeah. Looks like Luna's moved. Boring. Yeah. You do get some fish that are quite funny, actually. And definitely get distracted by fish, that's for sure. Mind you, you can get distracted by reptiles as well, saying that. Easily. You can definitely get distracted by some animals so easily. Leopard tortoises, they're quite entertaining, especially when they're babies because they're so little. And like, if you got like a couple of them, they start climbing over each other. And it's just like, But then you have to be so careful with them when they're babies because they're so clumsy as well. And they tip themselves up and ugh. But when they're not babies, they're a lot easier if you got the space because they're big. Slightly bigger than I think they're slightly bigger or smaller. I think they're smaller actually than sulcatas. Not much smaller. They're still quite big. I've always wanted to. Oh, the giant leaf-tailed geckos. They are cool. They are very cool. But so are I forgot the name of them now. Come back to me. Gargoyle gecko. Gargoyle gecko is pretty cool. They're so big. And the amount of times I've seen videos of them and you just hear this massive thump when they jump over. He's like, poof. It's like, oh, wow. That was like a rock. Yeah. Giant leaf-tailed geckos. They are so cool. If I remember rightly, they come in different colours. Giant. Oh. Their eyes are just so cool. Just so bulgy. I wouldn't want a tokay gecko though. And known to be a bit vicious. They have a very irritable temperament. Tokay geckos, that's for sure. Yes, that's a problem. Some of these reptiles are just too expensive. Like, the prices that they go for is just ridiculous. And then there's some of them, like really cool, but it's hard to come by as well. Definitely hard to come by. I can't remember what it was. There was a reptile. There is a reptile I really do like, but it's so hard to get them in the UK. And it really sucks. It would be so cool. I mean, as soon as you type in giant leaf-tailed gecko, it just automatically just goes to leaf-tailed gecko. They don't seem to. Oh, hang on. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They don't seem to even automatically come up with them. Oh, wow. You got a pink-tongued skink on this website. Oh, I do like skinks, but can't see me ever getting one of them. As much as I'd like one. As much as I'd love a skink, I think that might be a bit Rather blue tongue or pink tongue, but I do like the blue tongues more. Holy macaroni. Elliot chameleons are expensive. Ooh, 120 quid. Crumbs. I don't even know what an Elliot chameleon looks like. Elliot's chameleon. Look. I mean, Google's trying to say that it's spelt wrong. Oh. That just looks like a panther chameleon. Sort of. Is that like a different name for a panther? Might be a different name for a panther. Very similar to panthers. They're not actually panthers. No. They do look similar to panthers, though. Yeah. Don't know. I don't know. I mean, a goal would be to have like a monitor lizard, like the big monitor lizards, or a tegu. Tegus are cool. Who would need a dog when you could have a tegu? Like a red tegu. That's so cool. Possibly a bit random, but yeah. I wouldn't mind something like that. The problem there requires space. Global geckos. Oh, apparently they also. Ooh, they got loads of leopard geckos. They got a tremper. Listed on here, they got trempers. Oh, Satrina giant gecko. Gargoyle. Ooh. Giant day gecko. Also giant day gecko. Madagascan day gecko. Neon day gecko. African fat-tailed gecko. A miniature version of a leopard gecko, basically. Barking geckos. I just love the name of them. It's funny. Flying gecko. Never heard of a flying gecko, but okay. Whatever. Geckos. Lots of geckos. Leachianus gecko. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, they are expensive. And they're hard to get in the UK. Leachianus geckos. That's not it wasn't a gargoyle, it was a Leachianus I was thinking of, yeah. Because that's the real big ones. Yeah, they are they're not as common to find. At least down this way then. Guaranteed I can't find it, even the local one. I'm going to actually search on my phone, which is somehow still going. Don't know how. Should probably charge it, but yeah. Not thanks. Bet they haven't got an up-to-date livestock list. Shush, phone. Behave. Just this second. Nah. Come on. Available livestock. Always useful. Is it loading? They have a lot of frogs, apparently. Lots of corn snakes. That's a lot of corn snakes. Very lots of corn snakes. Apparently, a pied side granite male is like 120 quid. That's a corn snake, by the way. Yeah, I think they can keep that. Hello again.
Hello.
How are we doing?
I'm all right, mate.
That's good. Okay, apparently
No,
this
you,
reptile shop's
no, you
doing
talking about
snakes.
lizards and all that. I'll have a Komodo dragon, I would.
Ugh. There's a lot of space required for that, though. Let's be realistic. How many different types of chameleons have they got in stock? Jeez Louise.
No, but you know, if you got someone like Edward that pees you off, you can just throw him to the dragon and watch him getting ripped apart. Couldn't you?
That's a bit violent, but okay. Yeah. What the is that? What on earth? Okay, that's spiders. That makes sense why it's called a adult curly hair. I was just like, what? Ugh. They still saying African land snails. Ugh. Those things. I hate African land snails. Jabara gecko. Hmm. Yeah, one of the old reptile shops I used to go to, they got a mass stock of animals at the moment because they try to keep livestock up to date. But it's not that easy. The best bit was when I took my ex in there. She nearly crapped herself because they got this massive python. And the thing has a tendency of going up against the glass. Yeah. She didn't realize there's this girt off snake climbing up this grass. And she nearly ran straight out of the shop. I had to pick myself off the floor because I was laughing so hard. It's probably sizing her up to eat her.
I'll just stick with me budgies, I will.
Yeah. Probably a cheaper hobby. Slightly.
How much do one of your geckos cost?
Well, the one gecko which I actually bought was 40 quid.
Well, I paid over £200 for a budgie.
Yeah. But you got to think that was just for the leopard gecko. It was nearly, with setup wise, it was over 100, approaching 200 quid just to set the vivarium up.
Yeah, but my setup, don't forget, you got to line the shed.
Yeah.
With PVC, which isn't cheap.
That's true, yeah.
Then you got all the cages.
Mm-hmm.
Make. Then you got the flights to do. Then you got the seed.
Yeah, it all adds up.
All the probiotics and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just do it for fun now.
Yeah. At one point, I was considering setting up a reptile shop. Yeah, I laid down into a feeding and went away because I realised that just to get the decent amount of vivariums would be over £1,000. And that's just the vivariums. It's not even putting into calculation the rest of it. It's like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
So how many cans of Coke have you had now?
I'm on my 6th one.
No, I've seen you drank at least 7.
One. Ah, crap. There's still a bit left in that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is my 6th one. That is my 6th one. There's no cans behind me. 4, 5. And then the sick ones, I now have a soggy.
That's all right. Just tell your mum that you pissed yourself.
Ha ha ha.
Well, the lockdown started where I am
Oh joy.
from 6 p.m.
Dear. Yeah, they haven't said anything about lockdown here, thankfully.
It's not. People are kicking off about it. It's not as bad as they think.
No, no.
As
Cue
long
the
as you
panic
stay.
buying again.
Eh?
Cue the panic buying again, eh?
Oh, I don't do panic buying. I do it all online now.
Well, yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah.
I get me fresh stuff from round the corner.
Yeah.
And then if I want anything else to do, the click and collect.
Yeah.
Straight down there and be pushed back with trailer, get the bags, dump them in the back. Away I go.
Yeah. Exactly. Easiest way to do it, really.
I can't be doing with people, man. We start.
Yeah.
We get all little knobheads doing all this bloody bulk buying and all that.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid.
And they do all the bulk buying for toilet roll.
Yeah, I know, Edward. I'm all right. Can't get much more yellow than I am. Got screwed up guts as it is.
Do you know all you
Sure,
could?
I've
Do
seen
you know what
that.
you could do with them? Have a bloody laxative.
Yeah. I don't need that.
Hey, Edward, you're on about too much coke. I've had about 14 energy drinks today.
Jeez. That's my 7th can today, because I did have a can of Coke earlier with me nachos.
Yeah, yeah.
So, my nachos with sriracha hot sauce, which had literally no heat until after I ate the whole lot. There's a bit of heat. Bit delayed. Don't bother me. They're still good.
No, I'm just looking for some toys.
Fun.
No, I'm just waiting to get, because I'm after the Still Combi system.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to get one of them, but I'm waiting until all the deals start.
Yeah, that's your best bet.
Yeah.
Okay, Crypto.
All right, night, Crypto.
Yeah, that's the best bet. Wait for the deals. I mean, my local garden maintenance guy, he's bloody hopeless, don't you? Twice I've been out there in the past. When I got the mower I got in my shed, granted he did actually help out because I needed to get new governor spring and all that. I was just like, I am not going to be dealing with getting it online and paying freaking tons of money just for bloody spring. So I'll go out and see if the bloke out there's got any. So I went out and I was just like, do you by any chance have a governor spring, the springs for my mower engine? He's like, oh, have you got the code and all that? Thankfully, I thought about taking a picture of that. So I had it, punches it into his computer. He's like, it don't come up with it. Doesn't recognize it. He basically talked like that. And I was like,
isn't that how Edward talks?
Don't know, never heard him talk.
Exactly.
I was just like, oh, He's like, I'm pretty sure I've got an engine out back somewhere. So he goes out back. He thankfully has one that has both the springs on it. So got both the springs. He's like, anything else you need? He's like, an air filter for it. So I was like, got one of them. Thankfully, it only cost £5 for all that. So I was well away. And then I went out there a couple of months back when I was sorting this Honda lawnmower, which is a pain in the backside out. Does me head in. Don't like Hondas. Too expensive. And I was like, have you got...
I bought a new one this year, one of the Web Classics.
Yeah.
Good bit of kit.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. You know, Hondas are reliable. I get that. And, you know, they go. But when it comes to, like, fixing it up to flog them on, you know, by the time you've actually paid for all the parts and all that, you're going to be racking it up and all that. And with this particular Honda, it was pretty well buggered.
After the place where I do my voluntary.
Yeah.
We're after, do you know the Honda? You know the Honda Izzies?
Yeah.
You? I'm after one of the bases for it.
Oh, the decks, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that because the decks rot out.
Exactly.
That is the problem with them. Which has advantage for parts, admittedly, because, you know, people part them out and all that, which did come in use for this Honda mower. But anyway, I went out to the garden centre where this bloke's base, and was like, oh, have you got the cables for this mower? He's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I've got the cables here. He's like, oh. So he's looking at it. He's like, oh, there's the numbers on it. So, well, here's the code and all that. So he punches it into his computer. Yet again, it don't come up on his system. It's like, you need a better system, then, mate. So it's like, oh, well, I'll have to see if I can find the cables and I'll have to order them in. If I can take your number, I'll phone you tomorrow. Once I've sorted it out. So gave him my number, all that, toddled off on my way.
Mm.
He never phoned me back, and that was about 3 months ago now. Still waiting on that phone call. I've got cables now. I ended up going to the Honda dealership, and
yeah, but
that took about 3 weeks.
You want parts, yeah?
Yeah.
Ask people that on here, because you got enough people. You got AJP, Mick Mowers.
Yeah, I know.
You got Top Conker.
Plonker.
No, he's all right, him.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking.
I love pissing him off, though.
Yeah, it's fun. The thing is, because I was doing the repairs with my mate, because the mower's down my mate's place, it's not at mine. Yeah, the way that I would do it isn't the way that he would want to do it and all that. So, and his dad was getting involved with it and everything. And he's like, oh, you want to be doing it proper? It's like, there's easier ways of doing it where you can do it where it's proper enough that the person's not going to come back to you and be like, oh, you're so me, and all that. But yeah, I've had to do it, you know, the way that wouldn't necessarily be the most cost-effective way with it. And obviously with the cables, we had the issue of the handlebar had to be changed because it was completely split. And obviously Will Higgs, he offered to weld it. But at this point, my friend found a new handlebar by the time that this had all happened.
Are we still on about a lawnmower?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the Honda. And then I found out my neighbour down the road does welding as well. So it's even more annoying. I could have got it welded, but yeah. So that's all.
No, I think I'll be looking in for it to get a new lawnmower, one that's lighter than what I've got.
So, yeah. I mean, the mower I've got, you know, it's done better than last year's mower. Last year's mower broke in August.
It does you, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, once I've finished cutting this season, I'm gonna have to give it a bit of proper TLC because there's a few holes in the deck. So I want to patch those holes up and just, make it. Excuse me. Make it a lot more practical for look a bit better. Really.
Yeah. No, I think I'll
Because
use
one of the
my
holes is that big out, the grass is starting to come
Yeah.
out of it. So
No, I think I'll use my lawnmower for the last time, next week. And
yeah,
that's it. And then that'll be it until next year then.
yeah, exactly. It's getting to a point where grass isn't gonna grow anymore, is it? It's getting to the end now. So
No, that's when I start cutting trees down.
whoop whoop.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Got a few.
bloody
things
hell,
I've got to
3
do on
hours,
my garden
15
properly.
minutes you've been on.
Yeah, I know. Longest one I've done is 4 hours.
The longest one that I've done was 8 hours.
Oof.
I
would
start-
definitely
I
give
start-
them one backside.
I started the live stream, fell asleep. I woke up 6.5 hours later and the people were still on the stream talking.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, when you shut this down, can you just want to have a natter?
Yeah,
For a minute.
that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to rearrange a few bits in my shed. Hopefully, get a bit more organised at some
Yeah.
point. Because it's not ideal doing all these repairs on my patio because my patio's a bit too solid,
Yeah.
and the fact that my garden's literal wind traps in. No matter what, I just get freaking wind noise. No matter
I'm
what
not having
angle I'm at.
I'm not having a bloody
No.
Honda.
No. I mean, even this book here, which Ali sent me, I don't think it's got any. Oh, it has got 2 bits of Honda in it.
Yeah.
Saying that. Yeah, it's got 2 bits of Honda in it. And for some bizarre reason, they got Tchaikovsky in it too. What does it say about Tchaikovsky? Let's have a look. Can't find the bloody page. It's good, isn't it? I think that's still on there. Yeah, it's on there. Chapter 12's on the. Let me guess, chapter 13's. Yeah, chapter 13's Tchaikovsky. That gives you a good sign, don't it?
Yeah.
Chuck it in the bin, it says. You should say that anyway. That's what my last mower was. I had a Tchaikovsky engine on it. Blew up.
Yeah.
Fucking died on me. I thought it was just a drive cable went. So I got a new drive cable start of this year. Tried to fit that. That was a right pig. Never actually succeeded. And then realised that the actual drive was seized. Opened it up and there's bits of metal in the piston. In the piston head. So yeah. But at least that has a 2-stroke in it, so that's useful. Bit of 2-stroke. Hey, is that the engine for my I think that's the engine for my Atco.
Mm.
Might be. No, it's not. That's a Suffolk, isn't it? I think it's a Suffolk. No, it hasn't bloody got. Yeah, it ain't got Suffolk in it. Atco, yeah, it's under Briggs and Stratton. Briggs and Stratton Max 4 horse.
No,
It
I
has
think
got
my lawnmower was about 35 kilos it weighs.
I have no idea what mine weighs. Mine's not even self-drive.
Yeah, mine does.
Yeah, mine's not a self-drive, my one. My old one was. Me
No, but
hater
the
last year, but this
No, the
one.
one that I've got, I love it though. It's got all the side shoot on it, 3-in-1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine's
They're
just a
good.
basic Briggs Classic.
Yeah.
Cost me 20 quid, so I can't really complain too much.
Nah.
Does a job. Brought it back to life.
Yeah.
Because the place where I get my strimmers and mowers from is actually a brick and brack place. They get all sorts. They do a lot of house clearances and all that. So, they just get them and sew them as is. They don't test them or anything. So it is literally a case of it might work, it might not work. So
Yeah.
that's where the mower which I use, my main mower came from. That's where the Atco came from, funny enough. And it's also where my new strimmer, which hasn't appeared on the channel yet because I haven't fixed it yet. I ain't going to do parters on that one. Because if I do that, it's going to take a while.
Yeah. No, I think when I do get me still, I'll be binning me other strimmer.
Yeah. I mean, the strimmer I got is a McCulloch. It's just a book standard McCulloch one. I did have a, what was it? I think it was a Ryobi. I think the first strimmer I had was a Ryobi, and at that point I wasn't really into the repair of the small engines and all that, and I just kind of screwed it completely up. So
Yeah.
I sort of screwed it up, and then because I couldn't get it to kick over or anything, probably would have helped if I put 2-stroke in it. But yeah, you know, me being a bit of dumb, And then well, my mum's, I think it was mum's friend or someone anyway. He was trying to get it to kick over, and he screwed the whole pull cord up. So it was all dangling out. I tried having a look at it months ago now. Tried having a look at it, and because it'd been sat outside for so long, all the bolts were seized, and it was a no-go. It was a complete no-go. So I was like, yeah, scrap that one then.
Yeah.
Got rid of that one. I think I stupidly got rid of the fuel tank though, because I can't find the fuel tank.
Fuel tank for what?
The old one. I was going to see if I could switch it over, but I don't think it would fit being realistic. I think it's probably a bit too buggered.
Yeah. How's your mum doing anyway?
Yeah, doing all right. At the moment, it's just a case with this new strimmer I've got, getting new fuel lines and sealing the tank because it's got stupid design with the fuel tank. It's not, you know how usually it's like a black grommet where the two pipes go in together?
Yeah.
It's two separate ones. So they go in separately, and someone seems to have literally, for sealing it, used some form of glue or something. So, of course, it was pouring the fuel out, made a right mess everywhere. Didn't help I poured 2-stroke all over me patio. Knocked the bloody bottle over. Like, brand new bottle of 2-stroke, and like about half the contents went all over me patio. And then I ended up pouring fuel all over when I was trying to drain the tank. When I realised I was leaking, I ended up pouring about 3/4 of the content of that tank all over me carport floor. I was like, oh, I'm not having a good day. But
yeah. No, but if I do get another lawnmower, I'll see AJP.
Well, yeah.
He only lives up the road from me.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it?
About half an hour.
Yeah. Not bad, huh? Yeah, the advantage is Miako's actually that one's got drive on it. Bloody relief. Because that thing's bloody heavy. So if I tried pushing that, that'll be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But that will not be used on my back grass. The back grass is just too horrible. I think it'd be probably straightening it at first. And I'll probably just use it on my front grass because that one I've managed to get to a point where it's manageable.
Yeah.
It's quite nicely done now.
No, what I normally do if you got a thing, if you try cutting it with the back box off.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah, mine does, yeah.
No, I always find it easier when my grass is long. Do you know where you got the back box?
Yeah.
Just have that totally lift up so it'll still
Yeah,
carry on.
bungee cord it up so it just shoots out or whatnot, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Just so it doesn't clog up. Yeah, I can do that with mine. I used to do it with the electric lawnmower I had because it clogged up like no tomorrow.
Mm.
Every 5 minutes or so, it'd clog up, and then the thing overheats, and it wouldn't start again. Ugh. What would normally be about a 15-20 minute job was about half an hour to an hour. That annoying electric lawnmower, which is still in my shed. I'm just waiting for my neighbour up the road's crappy little electric one to pack up, and then I'll give it to her. Palm it off.
I'll just give it to her anyway.
She ain't got the space for 2 lawnmowers, annoyingly. Because I was like, oh, you can have this one. No. Definitely not.
How old is she?
28.
I'd give it to her. Use a double bag.
God. It was quite funny because I had to go over a few months ago because a carer couldn't get the lawnmower to work.
Mm.
It's because she wasn't pressing the button down. That was the quickest repair ever. It was just like, ding, ding, done. Like,
yeah.
That was quick. I was like, all I did was press a button and pull the trigger. It worked. Oh, bloody stupid.
Mm.
But yeah.
Bloody hell. You still got 7 going.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite entertaining. But yeah. Yeah, I've got my neighbour just round the back of me. He's the one that does all the scrap and picks things up and all that. I've got another neighbour down at the bottom that does scrap, but he's the messy scrap. He doesn't clean up after himself. So you do not want to be going anywhere near his house with a vehicle because you'll probably get punctured tyres because he doesn't clean the shards of metal up.
Mm.
He's a bit of an idiot like that. Don't like him. He also leaves scrap cars dotted around the estate. I don't move them until he gets a freaking notice put on them. But yeah. It is what it is.
You're all tired, mate.
Yeah. I'm probably going to call it in a bit.
Mm.
But yeah. Get entertainment on this estate. I've got too many idiots. Got a new neighbour.
Want to move?
Yeah, but it's more a case of the hassle.
Yeah.
I'm sure eventually I'll be out of there. Both me and Mum, because Mum doesn't want to stay here. She's had enough with all the new neighbours coming on the estate and it cause hassle because they come from dodgy areas or whatnot.
No, at least it was all right where I lived, and then you got all new people coming in.
Yeah. It's that same problem we got.
Loud music and all that. They get evicted. And then someone from another country lived across the road from me, and he's the most stuck-up get going.
Oh, yeah, I got stuck up neighbours. I got stuck up neighbours that think they got
No, because like
fucking
my mum's in a
more
wheelchair,
powers
and we
and-
go shopping on the Obway.
yeah.
There was once he parked right across me gate, and I asked him 3 times, "Can you do it?" And he totally ignored me, and I go, "Move it, or I'll stick an axe through your car." Didn't believe me until I got my axe. Never done it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Yeah. I got loads of neighbours that just deliberately want to cause problems for other people. So there's a lot to it. But we got new neighbours that just moved in behind us. And well, they seem to be all right.
Mm.
They don't seem to. First impression, they don't seem too bad. They seem all right. They've just moved in. They got 2 kids. Got another kid on the way and all that. So yeah, they actually stopped and chatted to my neighbour that does all the scrapping and all that.
Mm.
Yeah, so they don't seem to be likely to cause problems for him because his next door neighbour. Oh, freaking miserable git he is. Constantly reporting my neighbour to the housing association because of the scrapping and all that. It's just like the guy is doing the scrapping because that is his means of freaking living. It keeps him busy with his health conditions.
Is he making a mess?
and all that. He tidies up straight after himself. You know, he's not making a nuisance.
Does the housing association say anything?
They've told him he has to reduce the amount of bikes that he's got his back garden because he had like tons of them. You know, they had a bit of a moan about certain bits and bobs, but he's I think it's either last week he had it or it's this week he's got another inspection, hence the reason why I've got his second trailer in my carport at the moment. Because they don't know about that one and they would moan about that one. It's going to be getting rid of that trailer anyway because you can't get the bearings for the wheels for it, so it's just going to scrap that one out. There's a small trailer anyway. He's got a lot bigger one now, so he can get more in it. You don't need 2 trailers.
No.
So he's going to get rid of that one. He's got permission to have the caravan that's on his drive as long as he keeps the wheels inflated. There's a thing called putting plywood in front of the wheels. They can't see that, then, can they? But he is eventually going to get rid of that caravan. But at the moment, it's a storage. It's got stuff stored in there, so.
Mm.
But
Bloody hell, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to call it now, I think. Thanks for all that, Kane. And I'll see you on the next one.
All right.
Bye.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Yeah, if you haven't already hit the like button, make sure you whack that like button.